What is up, guys? It's Scott with Never Hedge, back for another Wish stock update, and we had some highs and some lows today. Currently in the low portion, up a couple of dimes here at 20 cents on the day, plus 1.6767%. Let's see here. So we started the day off pretty good, pretty bad, pretty good, pretty bad, pretty good, and then pretty fucking bad. And then let's see here, RSI sitting high 30s, low 40s, not where we'd like it. Continuing the downtrend here. And MACDs are looking pretty bearish. Not great, but we do have some updates to get to today. So the first one, ContextLogic secures payment services license for the European Union. That's pretty good news. So the Dutch subsidiary ContextLogic BV has been granted a payment services license by the Dutch Central Bank for the EU region. Let's see. In addition to the Netherlands, the license will be passported to the other European markets where Wish operates, initially utilizing the license to pay its EU merchants directly. So this is good for Wish sellers in the Netherlands and as well as the rest of the EU. Because then they won't be needing to go through a third party to pay their sellers. Let's see here. The granting of this license is an exciting first step towards becoming a payment services provider in Europe, says Ward Hominga, regional manager of ContextLogic BV. All right, next up, we have an investor alert from Goldman, Scarlato, and Penny. Investor rights lawyers evaluate the potential individual non-class action claims on behalf of Wish investors. This came out this morning. This is a fucking silly one. The investor rights attorneys at Goldman, Scarlato, and Penny are evaluating potential claims for compensation on behalf of investors who purchased in Wish in the initial public offering and suffered losses. Bunch of crybabies. The GSP attorneys plan to seek compensation for Wish investors individually rather than a class action lawsuit. Each investor situation must be individually evaluated before representation is offered. So, ContextLogic Inc., founded in 2010, headquartered in San Francisco. In December 2020, the company published a prospectus offering 46 million shares approved for listing on NASDAQ at $24 per share. In March 2021, ContextLogic announced its results for the period ending December 31st, 2020, disclosing that the number of Wish monthly active users declined 10% year over year. That is very bad. The announcement caused a price decline, closing at $15.94 on March 8th. The price was further affected in May 2021 when Wish reported lower expected financial results compared to the first quarter, and the news then brought the price per share down to $8.11. And so they're saying that Wish should have alerted people in December 2020 that their monthly active users were declining or have declined 10% year over year. They probably would have had an idea of this being that it was December and the year ends December 31st, so they would have had pretty much 11 months of data to go on. But who knows? Sounds like a bunch of crybabies. And then we have one more thing to get to that is pretty important. So this is a review on Glassdoor.com reposted by Mr. Bob Dole Yahoo. And so basically this was from earlier this year, and the cons for Wish. So the title of this is Disastrous RSU Settlement. Finance team screwed up RSU settlement resulted in tens to hundreds of thousands of loss for every employee. Sad face. There is a gap between settlement date and sell to cover date during which stock price drops a lot. This tanks company stock price by more than 30%, causing more stocks to be sold to cover the tax. Employees ended up with 1/3 of RSUs left, which is completely unfair. Finance Equity CFO does not care about this and does not bother to provide public answers to employees. Employees are nothing to them other than labor. I'm done with this horrible company. Future applicants, good luck. And then they did just fire the CFO, or he said the CFO was resigning, but they probably got fucking canned. And resigning is just a nice way of saying that. That's typically how that goes. Let's go quickly to the short interest. Short shares volume is 12.2 million as of 7/2, so as of Friday. And we do have a ton of shares available to short, and the short borrow fee rate is pretty low. It's pretty insane to see this at 1.18, and then you realize that MMAT has a short borrow fee rate of 125%. So pretty stark contrast there. And so anyways, just want to give you guys a couple updates on Wish. That's just about going to do it for this one, guys. As always, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more updates on ContextLogic, as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.